Hi, my name is Joel and this is Have You Seen This? So I gave my brother a movie to watch which he did not like.
So predictable and so stupid, over the top, dumb.
Which meant that he got to punish me with a terrible movie. So yes, I had to watch the cultural phenomenon The Room, often called the Citizen Kane of bad movies, and it just made me feel... The very first time I ever saw a scene of The Room, I looked at the actor and I thought, wow, this actor is really bad, at the main actor, and I thought maybe he also doesn't really get the script and that's why he's acting bad. But then now I had to find out that the main actor, Tommy Wiseau, is also the screenwriter. Oh, and of course he's also the director. So in the first 5 minutes, because he's the director, the main actor, the producer and whatnot, his name is plattered over the screen like 6 times before the movie even starts. And to bring back the cover of the DVD, his face is the DVD cover. It's filled with his face. So I don't think I have to explain much more to justifying that this movie is just an egocentrical roller coaster of the man with the terrible accent.
Oh, that's me.
After the very first scene, we're thrown into a 3-minute sex scene, which is so awkward that everyone just wishes they could get away from it, including the female lead. And over the course of this movie, we're treated to many more of these awkward scenes, accumulating to up to 12 minutes of awkward, weird boinking. I'm gonna stop myself right here and not get into the movie itself too much anymore because so many reviewers already have spoken about The Room and I don't think I can find anything that anyone hasn't made fun of yet. This movie is terrible. Yes, it's as terrible as everyone says. Check it out for yourself if you don't believe it. It's really, really bad. But I do want to get into the fascinating background and the fan base that this movie has created over the time. So The Room, which by the way, no one knows why it's called that either. It's just, it doesn't make sense. Well, there's rooms in the movie, there's a room, there's many, I don't know if that's a reason to call it that. It doesn't make much sense either. So The Room had a $6 billion budget, which also, no one knows where it came from. And even though, let's face it, bad movies like this one get made like every day in Hollywood, none of these became the cult classic that The Room did. And that's probably because it had so much money to invest in advertising. And speaking of no one knows where it came from, the main actor, director, dude, Tommy Wiseau himself, no one really knows where he came from. He's always pretending and saying that he's an American, which he clearly isn't, which you can see by the accent.
But son of a bitch told me that I would get it within 3 months.
He does say he has some Transylvanian roots, but that doesn't seem to be true either. It's really a huge mystery, which is kind of interesting, and it has sparked so many and motivated so many fans to investigate. And some evidence suggests that his real name is actually Piotr Wieczorkiewicz, and he's from Poland. Why he hides these roots is a mystery. So some other interesting things that happened about the movie or with the movie after it had become a cult phenomenon. This movie has also sparked a mockumentary about what had happened with the cast after this movie. A documentary which Tommy Wiseau desperately tried to stop, by the way, and a book written by the co-star Greg Sestero, oh hi Mark, and now coming up a movie based on this book with James Franco and Dave Franco and so many stars involved. It's just baffling and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this. It seems really interesting. Okay, so overall I'm kind of relieved I have this behind me. It truly was horrible, but a great experience after all. But honestly, if someone invited me to watch it with them, maybe you Mark, I would probably join them and watch it again. It seems weird, but it's just fun to be poking at all these terrible choices, and it's just, I can imagine it's something fun to share. So thanks, brother, for this movie. It was awfully entertaining. What I'm giving you for next week is Win-Win with Paul Giamatti. I will see you next week, and bye!